time, the last Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil, the final chapter. Woo! Here we go. All right, where do we start? Resident Evil, for those uninformed, is a video game franchise developed by the Japanese company Capcom about zombies. In 2001, they decided to make a movie. The director of Mortal Kombat, the movie, was like, can I make a Resident Evil movie? And he made a Resident Evil movie, and it did all right, I guess. And it had Marilyn Manson doing the soundtrack, and it had a song by Slipknot on it. And I personally think it's an all right movie. I think it's okay. People comparing it, I think it's a put together movie. It's a film. This is not as bad as the last one, but it's still pretty bad. All right. So, but the movies have this character named Alice, and she's kind of there's this evil corporation called Umbrella who made a zombie virus. Somehow they're still profitable. This movie tries to tie that up somehow by saying, they're just fucking crazy. Anyways, zombie virus, world ends. Final chapter. I guess they try to save humanity, even though there's like 50 people and everything's gone to complete shit. I don't know.
There's actual clock down timer of when the last
when they're gonna die. And it's like, what does that even mean? Is there like a hit squad somewhere that's just gonna knock them out? Like,
you have 5 minutes before everyone else is going to die. I guess I can't stop my Arby's.
So yes, this is the final Resident Evil movie
that we know about.
Yes, I would love if they rebooted it. So, yes, Resident Evil, the final chapter, Mila Jovovich is here, and I guess from the last movie, that ended in a cliffhanger where they go to Washington, D.C. to take down Wesker and Umbrella. Oh. Wesker, bad guy, blonde hair, slick hair, he works for Umbrella, Umbrella being the evil corporation that made the zombie virus, and then they get ambushed, and that's where that ends. And then this picks up there, everyone died. I think Leon was there, Barry was there. Don't
worry about it.
Some other characters that died off. And now it's like, well, that sucked. And then I guess they're like, oh, fucking, you gotta go back to the hive, which is where the fucking virus was made. And the first.
Gotta go back to the first movie started.
Yeah, exactly. But not really.
That's pretty convenient for me as someone who jumped in.
Yeah. And so this movie.
Oh, yeah, again, these movies started with a whole
recap of everything,
of everything that happened.
One of these movies starts with a recap of what happened, but this one specifically tried to fill in the holes between the recap because, like, we're gonna go back to where the first movie took place, and because of that, we have to finally fucking wrap this thing up because this is the last movie. So they try to fill in all those holes, and boy, do they do a spectacular fucking job in doing that.
And by spectacular,
I mean
convulsions and twitching.
God. Okay. Man, I'm just all over this place with this movie. Can you guys tell me what you guys thought of this movie as I regain my thoughts for this film?
I think
this has been like 10 years in the making for me.
My complete review of this movie was the loudest movie I have ever seen. It was so loud. Everything that happened.
My general thoughts is like you read comic books, George. This movie is like picking up like a issue 200 of a book. And just, like, seeing what the hell's going on.
And they just gave up halfway through.
It has clothes. It has zombies. It has crazy demons. It's got people shooting and firing. It's got everything.
Like a show that you stopped watching and you check in on spoilers for the new season. You're like,
whoa. What the hell happened here? This went everywhere.
So, yeah, here's
all at once. And, like, I weirdly like it because it's so all over the place. But it's just not good.
No, like, it's not as... The last movie, I think, I was genuinely like... What the fuck, guys? This is awful. This is hardly a film what you've made here. How did you So this movie is not absolutely terrible. It's still pretty bad because... So the Resident Evil movies, 1, 2, and 3, they're movies. They got plot, they got like crescendos and moments for characters and like stuff that happens, especially the first one. But after 3, they took a break. And at the same time that the Resident Evil video games became bad, these movies just stopped giving a complete fuck. Believe it or not, like, me and my girlfriend were watching 1 again, and she was like, whoa, this is an actual movie. What the fuck? Like, they're just loud. Dude, there's so many cuts in this movie.
Oh my God.
There's like 20 cuts for like, you blink, you miss 4 shots. It's insane. It's just these action like sequences shot really bad, and like aesthetically it looks awful and forgettable. Like the zombies look really terrible. Like awful.
If you can even get like a solid look at them, it cuts around
Yeah,
them so much.
yeah.
Where it's like I don't even know what I'm really looking at.
And they're just like gray CGI blobs. The first movie was like zombie, like practical makeup. It looks dope, actually. This is just like crazy super zombies who run super fast and just look, I don't even know. It looks awful. And then they're like, okay, whatever movie, but you gotta wrap this shit up. So how do you wrap this up? All right, well, fuck it. They're evil. They thought like, oh, we're gonna start an apocalypse, and when the apocalypse is over, we're gonna come back, and I guess we're gonna be the only person in the New York Stock Exchange, and we're gonna reign supreme. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
love that boardroom meeting where the guy was like, I know we're an insurance firm, but what if we kill
Listen,
everyone?
this shit's gonna go bad. What if we just ruin it, and then we come back, and then we make profit?
It's like, you know what,
What are
Gary?
you talking-
You've been working here for only 2 months, but that is brilliant. Let's do it. Let's kill everyone. Yeah, it'll take like 12 years and like cost like $1 billion, but you know.
I feel like I'm all over the place. And what have I talked? I've talked about where this movie's
No,
relevancy.
that's like on point with this film because it's all
It's just
over the
action
place.
scenes and
All the
trying to explain how this makes any sense.
How about let's go straight to the end? How
Sure.
about it all
Wrap it
wraps
up.
together.
So Ryan mentioned it. So like he said, this movie starts off with them recapping it, and in that they give you a little bit backstory about the events before the first movie, like about the CEO of the company, about his daughter who became the Red Queen, who was like the CGI person.
like the AI
the
system
AI
that
of the
controls,
place of the first movie
yeah.
where they made the virus and stuff. And so they gave you some of that background, right? And then in the end, they're all like, okay, well, we now know that you guys are just crazy. So the company decided to cryogenically freeze themselves inside of the hive where the virus was made in the first place. So when they cause this apocalypse with the virus, they can come back to something. I don't fucking know. And throughout these movies, there's this guy who's been like the orchestrator and the CEO of the company after they decided to be evil. And it turns out he has like a clone. So this whole time, no, in 5, they killed him. That was a clone. In this one, we see him, and it's like, I killed you. You were supposed to be dead. Haha, I'm alive. Oh, well, I guess you're the real one. Nope, that was a clone as well. Turns out the real one was frozen. So they get to the hive, and they unfreeze him. And I'm like, well, that was something. Okay, cool. And then he's all like, guess what? You're a clone too. No, I'm not. I have had clones. There were other clones of me, but I'm the real me. He's like, nope. And then the fucking... Fuck, okay.
Existential crisis over here.
All right, cool. And so then out of nowhere, wheeling out is a fucking CGI or makeup 80-year-old Mila Jovovich is just fucking shaking and fucking crazy. That's what I was referring. That's what I was referring to the like. She's just shaking, trying to be like this old decrepit woman.
Alice was a clone the whole time.
Alice was a clone of this old Mila Jovovich, who was the daughter of the CEO, who the Red Queen is based off of her younger image, and that's the real Alice. I guess not the real Alice, but the real daughter of the owner. Alice isn't a real thing. Alice is just a fucking clone. Alice is just an ideal of resistance to foresee to fight through the evil corporation that is Umbrella.
And all together, they are the Trinity of bitches.
Yeah, oh,
That was the best
fuck.
line of the movie.
God
They
damn
all
it.
turn on the main guy, the Red Queen Alice and Old Lady Alice, and he's like, oh, we got the Trinity of bitches over here.
And then Wesker dies for real this time.
You know what? We need to rename our podcast. Trinity of bitches.
And so, and long story short, Alice fights the guy, and then they save the world? I don't know. It just kind of ends like, well, I guess that's as good of a conclusion we can get.
Because they have the virus, they release it.
They have the antivirus from the first fucking movie, and they're all like, wait a minute, how do you not know about the antivirus? You were in the first movie. And then, oh right, in the third movie, you got amnesia for some reason or whatever. Whatever, fucking, okay, cool. And so they release the antivirus, which is so airborne that you can just drop it on the floor and
it kills everything.
Thousands of zombies are cured. Just cured. And it's like, what are you talking about?
And by cured, I mean they drop just dead.
Yeah.
Extra dead.
So just so dead.
It's not good, but it's not awful.
I feel like if you've been watching these films for 17 years, this is a suitable ending because it's just as bad as it needs to be.
It's like, well, you guys ended it, I guess.
So guess what? It's finally over.
I guess.
Congratulations.
Not a good movie. Like I said, it's just loud. If you don't like, as someone who knows, but just separating everything, all the nonsense, it's just a really loud and like cut together with so many cuts and edits that is incredibly disorientating, and they're trying to go for like, oh, we're having a fun action time. Like, no, this isn't endearing. Your aesthetic looks awful. These characters aren't interesting. Nothing has any, like, there's no weight to anything. They keep saying about saving the human race. Motherfucker, everything's fucked. Everything is fucked. There's nothing to save. Yeah, it's just...
And like
Ruby Rose was in this.
Sure.
I'm a big fan of her.
Go watch John Wick 2.
She was all over the movie. Just all over
big
it.
fan.
Anyways.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Also,
Ryan?
Claire
I had to get my big fan.
Also, Claire Redfield's got her outfit from Resident Evil Revelations 2, and which makes it seem like, oh fuck, we need to tie this into a video game, huh? I don't know. Are you guys working on a new video game? Oh no! Don't tell them about the new game. Just we're trying to relaunch this thing. You can't. Here, we got this outfit. I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Let's move on to